Day 2, C4 Challenge. I'm your host, Daryl, Mr. Black Ovation, from the All Things Black podcast. And yes, this is Day 2, Episode 2. This is going to be quite challenging, to say the least. Not to mention the fact that we got other things going on in our lives and our other podcasts that we're recording episodes for. So yeah, this is going to be quite challenging for 30 days, but I'm up for it. So let's actually see what happens. So listen, today I'm going to be talking about something that happened in real life, something that I think that was well needed at the time. And it's something that, from my information, is going to be going on a continuous basis every month. That is the fact that there was some young ladies on Twitter that started a Black Man Appreciation Day. I'm going to say that one more time for the fellas. Listen, a Black Man Appreciation Day. And as soon as I knew about it the day prior. So I set a reminder for it so I can actually kind of hop in and see what was going on. And let me tell you, for the amount of time that I was in there, it really lifted my spirit and my heart to see an overwhelming majority of women expressing their love and their appreciation for Black men. This is something that we don't get a lot. We don't hear about this kind of stuff a lot. For the most part, it's always negativity. It's always some form of hostility. It's always what you haven't done. And let me tell you, as a Black man, how important it is for us to be acknowledged for what we are doing, right? And what we're attempting to do. It is very nurturing to our souls to have a Black woman specifically tell us how important we are, to show us a level of appreciation just because, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a birthday, which we're so accustomed to, or some anniversary, which is, again, something that we're accustomed to. You know, we got to get out of the habit of doing things the way that we have been indoctrinated to do. We'll wait for a special day to treat somebody, right? But you don't necessarily have to wait for a special day to treat somebody right. So, and men, for the most part, we get very little days of appreciation. So it was well welcomed and received by so many brothers that was in that room. And this was a Twitter audio room, by the way. So you can hear the sisters talking and speaking and giving words of affirmation and appreciation in that room. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. This is what's needed. And the fact that they're talking about doing it once a month, I'm on board. I want to hear it. It's soup to the soul. It's very nurturing. And to hear that come from Black women, it's so important. It's so important that I don't think a lot of times they understand. Not all, but many don't understand how important it is just to give words of affirmation, just to be prayed over by a beautiful Black woman, a believing Black woman, and a Black woman that can rest in the fact that she knows her power in uplifting not only her man, but her family and her community. So that is powerful. That was something that I was looking for. It raised my spirits to the degree that I had to make a podcast episode about it during the 30-day challenge, right? This was real time. So again, look out for the hashtag Black Man Appreciation. It's on Twitter. More than likely, it's probably gonna come over to Instagram. And yeah, man. I mean, I love it, man. Trust me. Women love to be adored and fawned over. I get it, but don't ever mistake that Black men do not want to be showered with some form of appreciation, especially if we're out here working hard. Especially if we're out here trying our best. Stop with the BS about the bare minimum of what Black men are doing. Stop it. Stop it. Appreciate our efforts. It does go a long way. It actually makes us want to try more when you can appreciate some of this, the smaller things that we're doing to the more, the larger things that we're doing. It is so much appreciated when you can say, as a woman, you say, baby, I love everything that you're doing, right? I want you to succeed. I want you to do more. I see your talent. I see your gifts. I see your spirit. And I know what you can accomplish. But I want to acknowledge you in this moment right now to say thank you for what you have done. And thank you in advance for what you're going to be doing in the future. This has been Daryl, Mr. Black Ovation himself, the All Things Black podcast, which you can listen on all streaming platforms, especially Apple, Spotify, Radio Public, all of these different platforms that you can listen to my podcast episodes on. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you continue to come back and listen to the incredible content creators on the C4 Challenge, right? And stay tuned. This will be broadcast, same bad time, same bad station, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come back. And as I'm doing these, I would love to hear some feedback from you guys that are listening to these episodes. Thank you again for listening. As always, peace.